Party people!
It's the Weekend Throwdown with Jagger.
It's the Weekend Throwdown. I am Shelley Rome. And this lady's Demi Lovato. Hi, Demi.
Hi.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.
I have to tell you that I saw the show in Brooklyn, New York. And it was actually the show that everybody was talking about in the news because it was like such an emotional show. And, the moment when Khaled and Kehlani came on stage and just were so great and sweet. You made me cry 100 times.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
No, it was, I left and I thought, when like you see a show or something that you really enjoy and you just think about it over and over.
Yeah.
You're living your best life right now, as people say.
Yeah.
What's it like right now just being on tour and having the experiences that you're having with this album and, with where you are in your life?
Where I'm at in my life today, I have 6 amazing years sober that have been difficult, but also joyous and, very rewarding. And that was an example the other night was like a perfect example of how hard work really does pay off.
Yeah.
And I'm at a really good place in my life today, and I'm still a work in progress, like we all are, but I feel very happy.
Yeah. Well, that's so evident. Every time you post a picture or, I don't know, just do anything, you could the light is like radiating off of you. And it's like infectious and contagious in the best way.
Thank you.
Also, just your documentary, Simply Complicated, I watched it 3 times in a row, back to back.
God,
like
thanks.
I'm not even kidding. Just thank you for your honesty and for being so open. You're helping so many people, which I think you know that, but...
that's a part of the reason why I'm so outspoken and honest is because I know that it helps people.
Yeah.
And, I was saying earlier, I make music for me, but if it was just about the music, then it'd be a very selfish career, you know? So I want to give back and help others, and this is my way of doing it, sharing my story.
Absolutely. Who doesn't deal with food stuff?
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely do. And so you talking about it and you making it okay to deal with is it's just really cool. And we appreciate it so very much.
Of course.
So let's talk about this album. Obviously the album's been out now for a minute, but can we say that this sort of took you, I don't know, to a new space in your career?
I think it definitely took me to a different place in my career. I feel like the music that I made was so honest and so raw, and it was soulful that it really, it just embodied who I am as an artist so well that I think the authenticity behind it really resonated with people and it connected with them. And so a lot of people have said, more so than any other album to me, like, this album means a lot to me. This album, is my favorite album of yours. And it's just been really cool.
Yeah. What do you say to people who are, because you have fans of all ages. You have young fans who have been with you for so long and are now growing up with you, and you're gaining new fans. And actually, when I was at one of your shows, because I saw 2 shows, like I mentioned, I saw this was just great. I saw older men, but not oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. My little sister came to the show in LA and she was like, I noticed there was something missing in the audience. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, posters. Your audience has grown up. There's no longer posters in the audience.
Yeah.
And occasionally at certain shows, I'll see maybe 1 or 2, but it's really cool to be able to look out into an audience of people that have grown up with me.
Yes.
They were there when I was making music that was PG, and now they're there when I'm just being totally honest and talking about things in my music like relationships and sex and dating and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. It was so cool to see just the growth. Can we talk about that one portion of the show where you do get a little risky? Wait, so what is it? No, but because people who haven't seen your live show yet, they're like, we had a contest winner. I swear, this is a true story. We had a contest winner, and somebody said, they asked me if it's appropriate for a 10-year-old to go see Demi Lovato. And I was
okay.
She's Demi Lovato. She's a pop singer. Of course. And then I was like, then I saw that one portion. I'm like, well, maybe not that part.
Maybe not that part. There's a part in the show for those that aren't aware. I'm on a bed.
Yes.
And I dance sexy for like 2 8 bars, and so It's nothing too risque.
No.
But it was funny the other night. There was a little girl in the audience, like right there.
Yeah.
Right as I was about to do that, and I looked at her and I literally signaled to her. I was like, "Cover your eyes." I pointed at her while I was singing. I was like, "Cover your eyes." And her mom just started laughing, and I was like, "All right, you laughed at me, but
I warned you.
I warned you." The worst is when my parents come to the show.
Oh no!
Yes, my mom was like front and center one of the times. My dad leaves. My dad's
okay,
like,
fair.
I'm like, "You have to leave. I'm lonely. I can't have you in the audience." So he's like, "Okay, I'll leave." So he leaves for that. But like, my mom, like, she's like, she doesn't care. She's
Right.
like, "Oh, honey, it's show business." And like, she like was front and center for it one night, and I was like, I can't do this. This is so uncomfortable.
But in all honesty, are you really like? Does that really like?
Oh yes.
Stop you and make you maybe reserve a little bit, just knowing that your mom is like,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
because she's in my eye line. Like, I can't not see her. She was at the front of house, and so I was like, I could see her, and I see everything in the audience. Like,
Right.
I've seen people that I know. I've seen, people that I don't like come to my show. Like,
yes.
and I've seen, like, I see everything, and so seeing my mom front and center was like, oh no.
That's. I mean, I can't even watch like risque shows with my parents. Like,
yes, it's still.
and I think it's
uncomfortable.
me. It's not on them. It's me. Like, if
Yes.
there's a sex scene, I'm like, okay, I can't. It's
Exactly.
weird, you know.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think they're probably uncomfortable.
Probably,
and you're
yes.
uncomfortable.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, because your fans who are, we spoke this morning. I let them know that we were going to be talking. They're doing well. They say hello. You mentioned this whole thing about Christina Aguilera.
Uh-huh.
We just have to know, like, if you can't say or you don't want to, that's fine. But I can't not ask you the question. Is there a song?
I can't say.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
But you'll find out very soon.
Okay. I tried.
Yes,
I
you
did
did
my
try.
due diligence.
Yes.
Okay, so before I let you go, can we just please go back to what we started talking in the beginning, just the moment where Khaled and Kehlani did come on stage and did sort of surprise you, and because like you said, you're celebrating. Is that the right way to say it? Celebrating?
Yeah,
Okay, you're celebrating
absolutely.
6 years sober, which again, congratulations. It's
Thank
so
you.
incredible. Were you surprised? Did you know that they were going to be doing that? Okay.
I heard Khaled's voice. He was like, hold up.
You're like, no,
And I
this
was
is
like,
my show.
No, this is the part where I'm supposed to talk about what's important to me, and it's supposed to get emotional. And what do you mean, Khaled? Like, what are you
You're
doing?
killing the moment.
I literally said in the microphone, I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, that's right. I think I remember you saying that.
Because I was like, I literally don't know what's happening. And they came up, and Kehlani was crying, and like, I was like, what's happening?
What are you doing?
What's going on? And they were just, I mean, he took me to church.
Yeah.
And so did she.
Yeah.
The words that came out of their mouth, I'll never forget that night.
Yeah.
For as long as I live, I'll never forget how important that night was for me and how rewarding it was to like see, one of or two of pop's biggest artists, it like talked to me that way in like such a meaningful, heartfelt way in front of thousands and thousands of fans. I mean, it was just like, I'll never forget that moment.
Yeah.
They made it so special for me. I'm so grateful.
Well, you were visibly emotional, and
Yeah,
then I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong, because my memory is shot. Then did you you went into a song right after that?
Yeah.
How did you even do? Like, how did you sing? Like,
I felt like I won American Idol because you know how like they cry when they win and then they have to sing.
Yes, the famous Kelly, was it Kelly Clarkson?
Yes.
The famous where she couldn't
A
sing the
moment
song.
like that,
Yeah,
she couldn't sing
right.
it. Oh, trust me, I know my Kelly Clarkson trivia. And I felt like I won American Idol. I was like trying not to like cry, and it was emotional, but it worked out, and
Yeah.
it was just an amazing night.
You had us all in tears. I literally I was lucky enough to watch you from like the side stage. When I posted videos on Instagram, people were like, "Were you on the stage? Like,
Yeah.
were you sitting?" Like, actually, my elbow was on the stage. I could have tripped any one of her dancers.
Yeah, or me at one point because I come over there.
Yeah, when you walked up in the pink outfit, I was like, "Oh my god, this is such a good video."
That's awesome.
It was so fun. Yeah, so it was such a great night. It was one of the, and I'll tell anybody who wants to listen to me that they need to come see you on tour, because it's one thing to enjoy the music and love the album, and I was listening to it this morning and just revisiting it, and it's such a great album. But then to see you live, it's just, it sort of takes my relationship with you as an artist, which I hope that doesn't sound creepy,
No,
to like
not at all.
a completely different strategy. It's one of the most incredible shows I've ever seen.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
so thank you for just being you. And I don't want to say that too much, but
No.
for girls who struggle with a lot of the stuff that you struggle with, to be so open means everything.
I think someday people will be honest and open like I am, but right now someone has to be the pioneer
Absolutely.
and lead the way. And so sometimes it's difficult, but I know it's important, and we'll get there as a generation. We'll start to talk about our problems and solutions and things like that. But until then, I'll totally be that for people.
Please don't stop, because it's helping so many people.
Thank you.
Demi Lovato, thank you again for the time. Just continued success on the tour. And, I don't know, are we getting any other music from you soon? Or are we just focused on the... Oh,
you are getting music from me soon, but I can't. But I can't say. I can't.
I'm sweating.
But I can't talk about it.
Okay, you can't talk about it, but it's coming. Something's coming.
Yeah.
Okay,
More is coming.
Christina Aguilera is one of my favorite artists too, so that's going to be exciting.
Me too.
Wait, favorite Christina song ever?
Oh, that's such a hard one.
Top 3.
Singing my song. Keep on singing my song. Impossible.
Oh yes.
Mercy on Me. Gosh, those are my favorite songs to sing.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a good collaboration. Okay. Yay! Demi Lovato, thank you.
Thank you.